Hello world, it is I, Chima! And oh my god, we did it! We actually did it! Oh my gosh! 50 subscribers! Wow, that's exciting! And I'm not playing it, I'm not being sarcastic or anything. I'm genuinely like, I don't know what I was thinking when I started this channel, but I'm like, I don't know, it's so exciting. It's just me, I don't know. Because I feel like you look at that and it's like, that's such a small number, and like you're not even pulling the views, but still 50 people cared enough to show their support and subscribe, and I'm just like thank you from the bottom of my heart, everybody who subscribed. I'm genuinely so thankful and happy and just, you know, delighted. And I don't know, it's so nice because this past week I've just been kind of dead. Last week, I explained it in like if you read the description of like the Roblox video, I was like, I've been kind of dead lately. So that's why this week's like uploads have been like so bad. They've been so But regardless, thank you for watching and just enjoying, and I don't know, I'm just it's so exciting. It's so exciting. It's so great. I'm so happy. Because, I don't know. I feel like I thought I was going to get, I don't know. Okay, let's have a hot to hot, you know. I think I can afford to have a little hot to hot. I don't know. I used to have such a very big fear of sharing anything, like in regards to myself. That's why I never really used social media before, you know, starting up as Chima. I never really had any other social media. The most I had was obviously YouTube to watch YouTube videos and Twitter to like art on Twitter. That's exclusively what I use my Twitter for, is I just scroll through hours upon hours of like HSR and sometimes Genshin, very rarely Genshin, and Persona art, and it's just great. But yeah, I get so anxious about it because it's like, you always see stories of people being like, oh yeah, I get a ton of hate and I'm not good enough, and then I start comparing myself to other people, and it's like, oh, it's a whole thing. But I think because I started uploading videos, I slowly but surely came to the realization that like, I shouldn't be scared to show myself or pieces of myself to the world. I mean, after all, my whole message, my whole reason for doing this is because I said it before, I have 3 reasons. Or maybe I haven't, but I'll tell you now. I had 3 reasons for starting this YouTube channel. One of them was to curb my social media addiction, which you might think, oh, what? Like, well, then why are you making videos if you're trying to stop that? No, I mean like infinite scrolling on like YouTube shorts or like Twitter or stuff like that, because I realized I was wasting so much of my time doing that, you know? Like, I still do it now and again, but like, I like to think that at the very least, if I do it, I'm like, a little treat for myself for like, you know, and not doing it all day. So that's great. And then the second reason is because I just wanted to leave like my footprint in the world, you know? I wanted to leave a mark showing that I existed, I was alive. And for the longest time, I've always been obsessed with this idea of like, I want to leave my mark on the world. And the funny thing about that is even though I was so obsessed with that idea, I never did anything to actually leave a mark. Like I said, I didn't use social media. I used to post on Instagram years and years ago when I was still in like high school, but then I stopped doing it. And no, I just didn't have anything. I wasn't leaving anything behind. And now I'm like, I'm actually doing that. I'm doing it. I'm leaving a footprint in the world. And now 50 people will know who I am. 50 people will remember me and know that I left my footprint. And that's what makes me really happy. Like, if I could, I would pinch all of your cheeks like a sweet old grandma. I would do it, but I can't. Oh, man. As for the third reason, the third reason is really just because I wanted to be creative, because I, for the majority of my life, was always felt so discouraged to do anything, you know? It's like, I feel like a child typically needs like positive reinforcements and stuff like that, even if like it's nonsensical, you know? Like, oh, you want to be an astronaut or you want to be like the space prince? Like, yeah, sure, buddy, go for it. But I feel like growing up, I never had that really. I don't know. I think it's awkward to talk about like my actual life, so we'll divert from there. But the point is, I didn't have a lot of it. I didn't have a lot of, you know, backing for like my passions. And that led to me just becoming very like, oh, I don't want to show anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit in a hole. I want to sit in a hole and like hoard all of my stuff. But now, after posting YouTube videos and kind of getting over that like anxiousness of like, oh, people are actually looking at me. This is scary. I don't like this at all. I realized how fun it is. How fun it is to show like your creative side, to be creative, to just have fun. And it's like, I don't know, it's great. This is also my message to like anybody who wants to do art or music or like maybe make YouTube videos yourself. Do it. It's fun. But just don't get discouraged, you know? I feel like it's so easy to get discouraged and be like, I'm not good enough. That person's doing way better and wah. But at the same time, it's like, there's no point in comparing yourself as long as you're having fun. Like, why are you comparing yourself? Just have fun with what you're doing. And me, I'm having fun. Even though I think I'm kind of cringe and I feel like everyone who subscribed just did it because they felt bad for me. You all felt pity on me. Decided to do it. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. It's just great. It's been so much fun. I'm really happy with what is going on right now. I don't know, it's just great. Anyways, enough of that. I guess since, you know, this is such a milestone for me, I don't think it's gonna get any better. This is gonna be my stagnant point. So I think for fun's sake, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about myself, you know? Just so that you know, okay? Okay, first off the bat, you know, like, let me reintroduce myself to you. Hello, my name is Chima, and I am a hero. Well, hero in training for now. And I am a powerful and strong hero who, with the help of the demons, is able to to fight off against evil and save the weak. I am a hero, and I will defend you. Either way, it's cringe. But yeah. So, I guess you might want to know, like, oh, are you genuinely this cringe? And it's like, no. But I like to think that I'm eccentric. I think I'm a little eccentric, you know? I'm not particular. I'm not like one of those people who you see dressed in explosive colors and stuff like that. Not Decora kind of explosive, but like you kind of wonder where in their wardrobe they got their outfit. Not that eccentric, but I like to be a little silly on occasions. And even though it is kind of cringe to kind of like, you know, be like that, I think at the same time it's like, it's fun. It's just fun to play a character. It's fun to just do something out of your comfort zone, you know? It's great. It's fun. It's great. It's a great time. It's great. I'm having fun. This is fun. Other facts about me, Chima the Hero. What should I say? I don't know. For starters, I'm not trying to dox myself. I'm not trying to dox myself. Wait, okay, oh, simple stuff. My favorite animal? I love bears. Bears are my favorite animal. My favorite color is sky blue. My favorite music? I don't really have a favorite music. I said as much as in the music debrief. I like listening to anything, but like typically my favorite music is like house music, and because, you know, like I said, I like dancing. I like having a little jam. or just really anything. I like it a lot. I'm nostalgic for like 2000s music. I'll just say that. Or what else? What else? Oh, my favorite video games. My top 3 favorite video games are Omori, Persona 4, and Mother 3. Those are my favorite games of all time. My favorite childhood game, Ape Escape 3. There you go for that one. What else? What else? What else to say? What else do I say? I don't know what to say. Oh, I've been drawing since 8th grade. I've been drawing since 8th grade, or 7th grade. I mean, I've been drawing since 7th grade. Love drawing. I think some of my little side passions that I had growing up was that like I always wanted to make my own comic book or write on my own book. And that being said, I have a story. I don't know if I've shared this. I might have in the drawing debrief, but I have a story that I've been writing since I was in 8th grade. So am I gonna tell my age? No. Oh, I guess I could tell you I'm in my 20s. I can say that. Because I've said before on occasions that I am an adult, which I don't know if that makes it worse or that I act like this and I'm like an adult. I'm in my 20s. But yeah, I've had this story that I've been writing since I was in like in 8th grade, and you know what? I'll tell you a little bit about it because like I said, I'm like, there is no shame in sharing the things that you like or that you are passionate about, you know? Okay, so here's the premise. Here's the story. The story is about reincarnation and reincarnated lovers. But not S, but Reincarnated person. And the main characters in the story is a man who's been cursed. His name is Raven. And the reincarnated, like, you know, his reincarnated lover, whose name is Isaac. And I've been working on this story for like so long. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. I have like, there's genuinely so much world building in this now. Like, it's insane. I have like different areas. There's world lore. There's like rulers. There's like, it's so much stuff. And it's like, and this is what I mean, right? It's like, just, and I've always rambled about it to my friends. I've like on occasions, I haven't fully talked about it to them, but I've rambled about the story to them and they're like, oh, Chima, you should get it written down. You should get it print. Like, you should actually do something with this. And I'm like, no, thanks. No, thanks. I'm good. Yeah, you know what? Nah, I'm good. It stays in the noggin. It doesn't go anywhere else. But and you know how people are like, oh, who are your comfort characters? My comfort character is actually Raven from that story because he went through so many changes, you know. I think this is indicative of like what my mindset was when I was in 8th grade, but like he used to be like this cool, badass guy who was like think the mafia boss, like those stories. That was Raven. But now now he's actually I think I like to see Raven more now as like, or his personality now is just like, it's just a very sweet, mature guy who is a romantic at heart, who wants the best for Isaac and wants to make him happy, but won't ever push anything, you know? Like, if Isaac never accepts, like, Raven's love for him, then it's fine. He's okay with that, as long as, you know, they can be friends, and that's how I would have their story start. Their story starts with them getting to know each other, meeting, becoming friends, and then it would progress into Isaac going into, like, the monster world, and it's called Aziella, and he would go there, and he would, you know, be like, whoa, this is crazy, there's monsters are actually real, and then slowly but surely, it's like a slow burn for their relationship, because the whole concept of it is like, these two people were tied together, like their souls are connected, and that's how Raven was able to know that Isaac was, you know, his past lover, and because their souls are connected, they're destined to be together. But if Isaac were to learn this, he does learn this, by the way. He does learn it, but the thing is that Isaac already likes somebody else, a girl named Amelia. So it's like, it's a whole thing. And I've had so much fun with this concept and this story, and I've written so many characters. And that's not even the only story I've written. I've had 2 other stories. One's about like, Power Rangers, kind of like a group of people like that, like magical girls and boys and stuff like that. That's a story I have. And I have a war story that I was writing or like creating too. I don't know, it's just like it's a lot. I like making stuff like that. I like making stories. The comics debrief, where I showed off a bunch of comics that I've written, and I just love art. I just like making things. I like doing this stuff. But in the past, I just never had like the what's the term? I guess the drive to finish any of this. I never had like the passion or the drive to do that. And it's like I had so many dreams and like ideas and like inspirations that I wanted to do, and then I just never did it. But I think another thing that I wanted to touch upon, because, you know, we're reflecting here as well, as we are celebrating 50 subscribers, we're also reflecting on that journey. And I think doing YouTube has genuinely been like one of the best decisions I've ever made, because it just, like I said, it made me more creative. Made me want to be more creative. And that being said as well, it's also helped me like improve my art, because like I draw all of my thumbnails. I draw them all. But the thing is that I was, as I like to call it, I was a bust drawer. So I only drew from the bust up for a very long time. I did not draw below that. But the more I started doing art and stuff like that, the more I was like, wait a minute, like, I don't know, just because I was drawing so much, I started seeing like improvements in my art, to the point where I'm like, I actually started doing full bodies. Like, sure, I use references and stuff like that, and I don't think I fully understand the references. But I just kept trying, and I kept drawing, and it's like, I think I found a new passion for drawing again because I started doing YouTube, and I think that's really crazy, because I never drew this much before. I think I've drawn so much. I've drawn way more than I have in my career of doing this, or I should say hobby, not career. No, that's wrong. Anyways, I've drawn more in this hobby of doing YouTube than I ever have, like, I would say in the past 2 years before it. Like, that's how crazy it is. And I don't know, it's been fun. And I think the best example of this is my little demon series, you know, where I'm showing off all the demons that are in my tail. I think that's like the just prime example of like where my art is now. And I think it's not only like fascinating, but it's also extremely like exciting for me, because it's like, wow, I'm actually improving, I'm actually doing this. And then I'm like, now I just want to draw more, I want to do more, I don't know, I just think it's really interesting that like I went into doing all of this just because, like, I don't know, I just wanted something to do. I don't know how much I want to admit right now. I think I will say this. I don't know, it's just exciting, it's fun, and I don't think I am genuinely not going to quit anytime soon, because I'm just having a lot of fun. And the fact that it's given me such a motivation to pursue, like, well, drawing art and stuff like that, when I completely didn't really give it any heavier thought. It's just, I don't know, it's great. I love it. It's fun. It's really fun. And I don't know where I'm gonna go from here, though. I think I'll just keep uploading, having fun, just doing my own thing. But like, now that I've reached this point, I'm like, I wonder what I can do next. I wonder what I can do next. I feel like before, I'll say this. In my past, I was someone who very much felt like they were in a ditch. And they were stuck in this ditch and they couldn't get out. And sometimes it felt like people were trying to help me out of that ditch, and I just didn't want to get out. I was too scared to get out of the ditch because the ditch is all I've known. And I was scared for so long, and I was just stuck there, and I always had resentment. And yes, I'll be completely honest, I did have some resentment towards people, friends, family who were going farther, going places, and it's like, I just felt bad, you know, that they're doing these great things and then I'm stuck here. in this pit. But now I feel like, well, I'm not in that pit anymore. I finally am out of it, and I'm walking slowly forward and forward and forward, and it's scary. It is definitely scary, but it's also just incredible, you know? It's so... It gives you hope, you know? It gives you hope, and it helps you kind of realize that the fears that you had weren't real, and that life can be great as long as you have the strength to keep going forward. And it's like, you know, I don't know. I think I'm getting sappy now. I don't know. I've just been rambling. That being said, fellow heroes, I am thankful again for you subscribing. Again, I don't mind if you don't watch every video. I don't mind if you only come for one specific video, even though I kind of mark myself as like a Minecraft variety gamer. I don't mind. I'm just happy that you're here, and that you subscribing just shows that, like, oh, you're supporting me, you know? Just having your support is nice. Is that cringe to say? I think it's a little cringe to say. My bad. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, with that being said, have a lovely day, night, or evening. I will see you next time. I hope genuinely for you all to take care of yourselves. Please, please, please take care of yourself. You're all important, you're all amazing, you're all lovely, and yeah. And thanks again for subscribing and being here. It means a lot to me, and I want you to know that. Goodbye.